My gosh. Come on then. It's so glorious in the woods today. It really is. It's very autumnal. But the colours are stunning. Oh lordy lord, look at them. Slow down. Good dogs. It was just a liability. Rescue lurchers. The way they ran out here, I'm sure there's a dog up here. Let's go and see. Yeah, they keep going to the table. Not at me, not at me. That's it, good dogs. But look at this, isn't this glorious? I love it. Come on, you two. And they've disappeared off through the bushes. Dogs, come! There's one. Dogs, come! Where's the other one? Where's big boy gone? I can hear thundering through undergrowth. There he is. Good dogs. What has he seen now? What have you seen? What have you seen? I've just been playing with a little terrier, so I stopped filming. Oh, I stopped filming just because other people don't necessarily want to be filmed on walks. Should we go up to our tree circle, guys? Come on then, let's go up to the circle. So this is the tree circle. I've got no idea whether the microphone's working. My iPhone, which is all I've got to film on, is playing me up. When I've got the camera facing outwards like I've got now, the microphone has gone muffled. Wow. There are trees being cut down. Look. But look, you can see there's a perfect circle with this one here with the ivy. That's at the centre of the circle. Whoa, that doesn't look too good. It looks like this tree circle. Isn't that safe? Dogs this way, please, come on. They're finding other paths out of the woods. Good dogs, well done. Come on this way. Yeah, so look, there's a pit over there in the ground. Oh, she says, falling over. It's all very odd. Energy feels lighter here today for the first time. Normally the energy in this little bit of the woods is slightly intimidating, I won't lie. It's like a bit heavy. It sinks in on you the minute you walk into that. You having fun, Ropes? It's got the smell of something. Yeah. No? Good lads. Dogs, my dogs love coming to the woods. Look at the sun coming through the trees. Oh, Luna, get out of there. Come on, come on. Oh, acorns landing on me. What you doing down there? But the sun coming through the trees is just gorgeous. Come on then, missus. Oh, look at that this morning. Isn't that glorious? The shadows are getting longer. We're coming up to Samhain. It'll be my first Samhain following the wheel of the year. So I've been thinking about what I want to do for New Year this year, and I think I do want to celebrate it at Samhain, and because it's been so, I felt so connected with the garden and nature and following the wheel of the year, and it just makes more sense to me to class Samhain as the start. You know, it's a putting to bed, it's a putting things away, It's a regrouping of energy, getting ready to start, and I like that idea way more. I'm just beginning to think about what the wheel means to me. I need to do a bit more work with what the wheel means to me, how I want to celebrate. But yeah, it's all exciting. Not at me. Oh, she uses me as den and then they both come thundering at me. That's the puppy from earlier. Good boy. This way. Good lad. No, Roo, this way. Come on. Come on, we're going this way. Good lad. Yeah, so the wheel of the year, it's the first year, and for me, I've always loved New Year for the possibility of new starts, new beginnings. But when it hits in January, if you're following the calendar month, you've got the exhaustion of having just done Christmas. Plus it's mid-dark days, so it doesn't feel like a natural turn. You're in the middle of it being all cold and wet and dark. So I've always hit New Year with new journals and lists of goals and my word of the year and all excited in the middle of this really dark time that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't push those goals. And by the end of January, you're thinking, and it's still miserable and it's raining. And whereas to hit that New Year at Samhain at the end of October, where there's a natural turn, you can feel the dark days, the dark evenings are here. If you've got a garden, you're starting to put the garden to bed. It's a definite step into something new. You're not in the middle of something like that, like you are in January. So I think you can plan for it more. So I've been spending ages thinking about it. Am I going to miss that January New Year buzz I normally get? But I think it makes more sense to do it at Samhain and to, evaluate the year and to sit in where I'm at and to just approach it all a bit calmer. Oh, there's dogs here, hang on. Oh, mine will just back out the way, don't you worry. Come on. Come on, this way. Did not want to play with you, Luna. They're so good. That dog was really going for them. They were just dodging out the way. Luna was like, well, if I bark at you, you might want to play then. That's her, please come and play bark. She nearly got her face bitten off for that one. Dogs. At least they're a bit more honest than humans. But I digress. Yeah, with dogs, what you see is what you get. You get the way. My dogs are definitely me all over. It's like, oh, you want to bite me? I'll wag my tail at you and hope that you'll play. That's been the story of my life. I think Samhain just makes more sense to me. It literally just makes more sense. It's a period where you put things to bed, you let go of things, you evaluate, you rest up. I mean, that planning time, like the 2 and 3 of Wands, where you're not actually in the movement yet, you're planning, you're standing, looking out, wondering where you want to go. It's a time for that, isn't it? And it just makes more sense to me. So, I'm new to it. I'm not professing any great insights that nobody's thought of before. So I just thought I'd share my beginner's thoughts on it. I have been looking at videos about year ahead spreads, which I've been looking at because I do want to do it from October. I've been looking at videos and reading books about calculating your year card. At the minute I'm watching videos and nothing's going in. I think I'm tired. You can see this tree is down. Yeah, like I'm watching things 8 times over and thinking that hasn't gone in. And I think scrolling on social media, my attention span is getting less and less, so I am going to start putting my phone down a little bit more. My head is a bit full of art and poems at the minute though, trying to do Inktober, which I'm loving. Come on! Ropes, come on! Good boy. Luna keeps coming back, if you notice, just to check in. The stories of my dogs. Rupert, the big one, was found at 4 months old on a traveller's site by himself, and he was nearly starved. He was skeletal. He was nervous. He didn't cope at all well in the kennels. He was only in the kennels in Wales for a very short time, and they knew that he couldn't cope. They were trying to get his stomach working again because he was so starved. And when I phoned up about him, they said, oh, he's going into foster accommodation tomorrow. And the kennels, it's many tiers at Dog Rescue that I got both of my dogs from. They're about a 3-hour drive away from me in Llanelli in Wales. I think it's Llanelli. Anyway, they're in Wales. And they foster all over the country, into Scotland, down into Cornwall. They foster everywhere. And he was in a foster home about 15 minutes away from me. I couldn't believe it. So he came straight to me and he was all bones. He was terrified. He wouldn't leave my side. He was a bag of bones. And look at him now, he's just such a gorgeous dog. And then the story of Luna, I got Luna about a year later. And she's got a similar story. She was found again abandoned on a traveller's site, and it was a driver passing by, spotted a cardboard box, and one of the puppies put their head up. There were I think there were about 6 puppies in there, which they just left, and it was cold. She was 4 months old, again underweight, but they nearly froze to death, the puppies in the box. So she's very needy, she's very clingy, and likes nothing more than to be sat on your lap. She literally can't sit without touching you. Gosh, it's so cold, my fingers are freezing. So that's the story of my 2 dogs. And they're both lovely, but they are a handful. They're, like I say, a nightmare to walk on a lead. They like pull me over on a lead. I am trying to train them, but they're just so excitable on a lead. And off lead, you can see what they like off lead. They're excitable and bouncy and friendly and happy. And they do come back, but they also do run off. They run off and come back, run off and come back. And I would like to stop that run off. You know, they can go if I've said, but at the minute we're a long way away from that. So I have to check where I'm walking them. It has to be safe. But I do love them. They are lovely. It just breaks my heart that people could just abandon puppies or any animal. Come on this way. Good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. I'm talking about you, Lulu. Come on this way. And they love each other so much. They're trying a new path. I've never done down this one before. Let's go and see where it comes out. There was a time with my anxiety, and then later when I fell into post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, it was complex post-traumatic stress disorder I was diagnosed with. but it comes with like huge amounts of anxiety. There would have been a time where I couldn't have walked onto a new path like this. It would have felt too dangerous, too intimidating, too many possibilities that I couldn't account for. Oh, look at that tree there. Look at that. And even now, my mental health is much stronger now, but even now, I stepped off that path, I know my heart started bumping. So even now I can feel it. Oh, look at these two. Come on, beautifuls. Go on then, go in front. What have you seen? What have you seen? We don't know. We're not going to go charging through the woods. They've definitely seen something. Oh, what's that? Go on then. Come on, you two. Go on then. I thought I'd bring them this way because it wouldn't be muddy or wet. Joke's on me. Oh my gosh, the light in the woods. The shadow's getting longer now. It's so gloriously beautiful. Oh, I know where we are. This isn't a new path anymore. I know where we are. Up there, it goes up to that field. Look at my two. They're playing Tig. Oh, you crazies, is that fun? Oh, another tree down there, look. Loads and loads of trees coming down. So this is walking back to the car now. Over there is the path that I come up when I first get out the car. Yeah, so I'm going to be adding some stuff about the Wheel of the Year, what it means to me. I'm going to be sharing the links that I found because I'm no expert, but I don't think you need to be an expert to share on YouTube because then you're just looking at a load of experts. I think it's nice sometimes to share if you're a total beginner. And there might be somebody that is even more total beginner that's just behind you, and it's really helpful. I had somebody, some lovely person, hello if you're watching this, leave a comment on my unboxing of the Thoth deck and said, oh, thank you so much for this. There were so few unboxings of the Thoth deck to look at. And when I put that video up, I thought, is anybody going to be interested in this? There were so many experts who are amazing talking about Thoth. Who wants to see like a complete newbie look at a Thoth for a first time? But there are people. Oh, hang on, joggers. So that was success. They said hello to an old dog that they met the other day. They came back to be put on the lead when they needed to. So all good. Doggies back home. So that was fun. Now back to housework and laundry and sorting out everything. Look, I'm greeted by my big goddess picture, which I still haven't done anything with. Dogs are waiting for breakfast. And what I am going to do, in amongst all this mess, I am going to put today's walk feather on my altar by the door. So I've got some nice feathers this week. Okay, just a thank you for nature and bringing nature back in amongst phone chargers waiting to go up the stairs. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off now. I will see you again next time. Bye.